This is Will Beeman TV. I'm gonna talk about this Shedeur Sanders thing. So when he first initially got his first start, right, and they got their first win, I'm like, that's dope, man. I like that for Shedeur, right? Second game they played the 49ers. Didn't go as well as it did the first game, but he's still, finding his way in the NFL. Did what a lot of quarterbacks from the Cleveland Browns couldn't do, right? Come to this game here, Tennessee, one win or whatever. Granted, we know the season is over, but for this man to play as well as he did today, right? I mean, Shedeur played excellent. The boy damn near threw for 400 yards. For him to play his ass off like that and them draw up this offensive scheme to where they want to do a wildcat or whatever formation you want to call it at the end of the game is like, now I'm starting to believe what everybody else is saying. First, I mean, I'm not going to say I didn't believe it at first, but I'm like, okay, he's a rookie. Dillon Gabriel's a rookie. Let's just see how this thing plays out, right? But I think what's happening right now is they really didn't want this to happen, if you follow what I'm saying, right? So they didn't want, like, if you're really paying attention to the Cleveland Browns, even though him and Jerry Jeudy got in that little spat, the other week, I honestly feel like that's frustration, and I think they wanted him to be better, you know what I mean? I mean, granted, people were saying, Jerry Jeudy didn't, do that to Dillon Gabriel or, Joe Flacco or what have you, but some people weren't okay with it. I took it as like, damn, like, I want you to be better. You already know what you're up against. Be better. However, Jerry Jeudy had some things he had to fix on his own as well. It wasn't just Shedeur. And like Shedeur said, it's all about timing and, me being able to trust you and, getting some reps with you and everything. We're just not going to be clicking on all cylinders like that, right? But now, like I say, what's happening is they didn't want this to happen. And what I mean by that is everybody sees it. The world sees it. The Cleveland Browns they're playing harder. They're starting to come together more. You can just see the energy on the field. It's electric. When Shedeur Sanders is on that field, it's the energy on that field is electric, man. I'm not gonna say it was electric versus San Francisco, but that's just because San Francisco is a great football team. But I don't think they wanted this to happen. They thought he was just gonna bomb the rest of the season out. Granted, people say, well, he's not playing. He's not doing anything different than Dillon Gabriel. That's a lie. Dillon Gabriel didn't make that team want to be better. You know what I mean? He was 0-5? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he was 0-5 when he starts and then was hurt. There's no way you can look at this and say Dillon Gabriel's a better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders. Absolutely not. Now, we're not bringing race in this or none of that. And me, myself, being an athlete for many years, football was my main sport. My channel was mainly about boxing, but, football is my main sport growing up. I love the game of football. We all know, we all see it, man. It's just Dillon Gabriel. It's like you don't want to cause, confusion or, I guess, chaos in the locker room, because I know it's tension when them guys are in there together. You know what I mean? But even, the comment about, with his girlfriend, man, I don't know for sure if they're saying that was actually her, and it's like, 5 games straight, your boyfriend, husband, or whatever you want to call it, he was able to start for this team, and he didn't make anything happen. So I don't know, but I don't think that the organization wanted this, and it's like, it really feels like they're trying to sabotage this kid, man. He was about to, if they would have scored that 2-point conversion, we would have went into overtime, and Shedeur probably would have had a comeback win. Now, granted, is their season over? Yes, it is. But it's like to sabotage him like that, man, and take him out the game. He was good enough to get you down to the goal line. He was good enough to get you down there. But he wasn't good enough to score a 2-point conversion. Make it make sense. Pardon me. Camera came down, but he was good enough to get you down there. But he wasn't good enough to get the 2-point conversion. It makes no sense to me at all. And anybody with a blind eye to this is like, you're sick. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they're really trying to sabotage this kid, man. I mean, it's like perfect comeback, and it's like, oh, no, we can't make him look that good. Granted, once again, you can say, oh, he beat the Raiders, and if they had beat the Titans, he beat the Titans. It doesn't matter. It's still the NFL. Whether they're the trashiest team in the league or not, it's still the NFL. It's still the NFL. And Dylan Gabriel played a few teams that were not that good. And he lost. So it's like, I really felt like they don't want to see this kid win, man. They really don't want to see him win. That play call at the end of that game was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, to say the least. It was ridiculous. Like, I'm trying to keep it PG. I really want to get up here and really voice my frustration, but you know, I'll keep it classy on this one. But it's like, bro, y'all didn't want that kid to look good. The boy came back, man, and yeah. Hold on for a second. We're gonna look up some numbers real quick. Yeah, I should have been prepared, but I don't care. Y'all got time today. We're gonna look up this man's numbers for today because we're gonna look up his numbers today. 364 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT. And y'all take him out at the end of the game when he brought y'all all the way back to tie it up. That play call was atrocious. Like it was so. Look how the play broke up. Once y'all took that electricity out of that game, which is him, Shedeur Sanders, everything folded. Does he have things to work on? Absolutely. What rookie doesn't have something to work? Y'all want, like, once he got in the game and he starts to start, and all these expectations are just, you know, we get it. He's Deion's son, so y'all want to blow it out of proportion. It's like, yo, the man's a rookie. Y'all giving him Tom Brady expectations. Y'all giving him Michael Vick expectations. Like, he's most definitely not a Michael Vick. Pocket passer for sure. He's always poised in the pocket, but, you know, y'all giving him them Peyton Manning expectations. Dude, he's a rookie, dude. Now, does he grab a lot of attention? Absolutely. I think he does a good job of not playing into it, but I think I speak for a lot of people when I say, you know, that organization does not deserve that kid, man. They didn't want him. Look how everything lined up. You still end up having to play the kid. Now, mind you, Deshaun Watson, that's my guy. I think he's a very, very, very talented quarterback. And they wouldn't go wrong putting him in the game either, but it's his off-field, you know, antics that are getting in the way. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. But yeah, I think I agree with the masses when I say I feel like they're trying to sabotage this kid, man. But Shedeur, hell of a game, bro. Do not get discouraged when these people keep doing these things to you, bro. They got your back, man. So, but you guys like, comment, subscribe, man. Show some love, man.